everyone, it's Annette Dion. It's Saturday, April 11th, 2020, and I am a clairvoyant psychic, tarot card reader, and also a spiritual counselor. And I'll give you my contact information at the end. Just doing a reading today for the next 24 hours. Happy coming Easter tomorrow and Passover, and happy spring and all that good stuff. So there's lots going on, as I've been saying, and we are just doing a little reading to get a little insight. This is my crystal ball. She's like my pet. She's been with me a long time. Okay, so the energy today is pretty heavy in terms of people being pretty sad about what's going on. So there is a happy side if you look for it. Sometimes it takes a little bit of work. Sometimes we really have to work on those gratitude lists and look at what's right in the present moment. And you can always find something that's right in the present moment. Here in Massachusetts, the sun is out. That's always a wonderful thing. Sometimes it feels like we live in Seattle here. So this is, over the next 24 hours, my psychic impressions. One thing I want to say is this administration is failing and going to feel the impact of that failing very soon over the next 24 hours. I kind of feel like this is a time that he who shall not be named counted on being a time that people would rally around him, particularly that it's Easter. And I know he had said he wanted to open the country back up by Easter, and that was shot down big time. And still, I just feel this sense of still a lingering feeling with him that he still thinks that the Easter message that I guess maybe he's coming up with an Easter message or something is going to boost the numbers, or he's going to feel a lot of support tomorrow. I don't know really what that's about. We're going to see really big numbers, sadly, coming out of New York. We're seeing big numbers now of the death toll, and that's actually going to be the one thing that wakes people up the most, I think. That's going to be the most impactful thing in terms of, you know, having this visual of these mass graves, and that's really going to hit people on a massive level. I feel like 3/4 of the country are going to be on the same page with things have got to change because of that alone. And I've seen amazing, like, celebrities and charity organizations. I was listening to another psychic who said she saw bread lines, and I just have to disagree with that. I don't see bread lines. I mentioned a little while back that I feel like there's plenty of food and we're not going to run out of food. And then today I did see that farms have so much extra produce that they're having to destroy it. And the reason for that is because all that produce was set to go to all the restaurants that had to close down. I know where I live, it's a fishing community, and you can get seafood real cheap on the open market. It's a pop-up seafood place, and we're able to get fresh seafood for like half the price. So there's plenty of food, so let's not all be worried about there not being enough. It's just being sort of changed. The location of the food is changing, and the distribution is key. You know, having it distributed properly is key. So 3 cards for the next 24 hours. I like to keep my videos fairly short. If you'd like to subscribe, please do. And okay, over the next 24 hours, this is going to be, well, this is indicative of a truce or a stalemate. There are going to be some states, believe it or not, that want to reopen. So I see a tug of war going on. I see over the next 24 hours we're going to hear about some pretty intense fighting over yes, we're going to open, no, we're not going to open yet, which is actually, this is unbelievable to me. That's the crazy thing about doing a reading. It's like, really? Can that really be happening? That's what I'm picking up. I'm picking up there's some real harsh kind of, fighting going on. Verbs, verbiage, words being exchanged about opening the country. I see a big fat fight about that. Let's see who's going to win. Then this is the reasonable compromise. That's finding a solution that works for everybody and that's reasonable. So this may have already happened. I have not looked at the news, but I feel like there's going to be a compromise reached. And like placating is a word that's coming up. Like there'll be a number given to, what's his name? To keep him quiet. Kind of like giving candy to a baby when you just want them to be quiet. So kind of stringing them along, I feel is going on. And getting, that administration to settle down. And to just like extend it like another week, not like months, but I personally think it's going to be months psychically. But I feel like this is the administration going, okay, if you say so, then that's what we'll do, but just for an extra week or an extra 2 weeks, but that's it. It's almost like he has to be lied to in order to be quiet. Anyway, it's, interesting times we live in. And I might pull a fourth card. Sometimes if I feel like I want a little bit more clarification, I pick a fourth card. This is the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is missing out on an opportunity that's being offered by the divine. So, and what I mean is the universe is sending us an opportunity in the form of a message. This is what I was saying earlier, is it's really important to look at what good is happening also, not just the bad, not just the death and devastation and the economy, not just that. Make sure that we're also looking at the good things that are happening. People are really coming together, beyond we're all in this together, as people are acting together. So, the message is make sure you balance out, and this is about balancing too. So make sure you balance out the really negative view of what's happening, which is really easy to just go down that road of, oh my gosh, this is terrible. Make sure you balance it out with what is actually good, what the good things that weren't happening before that are now starting to happen. So I'm going to pick a fourth card. And this is hoarding. This is the hoarding card. There is hoarding going on, and there is truth that is not being revealed. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that is, I hear backdoor discussions about how to not allocate the money, our money, the taxpayer money, how to not give it to the people, how to not do it. So that's something that we want to look out for. Those discussions are going on behind the scenes right now. I don't feel like they'll win ultimately, but for a short period of time they will win. But behind the scenes right now there is talk about how to withhold. How can we withhold it? How can we delay it? How can we make sure they don't get the money? And I mean the American people, the administration, talking about how to not get the money to the American people. I know I'm probably saying too much for my YouTube channel, and so I risk that they might not even put this up, but I gotta tell it like I see it. That's the job of a psychic. So happy Easter. May we be experiencing rebirth and renewal, and thank you for tuning in. And if you'd like an in-depth reading, contact me at AnnetteDion7@gmail.com, and I'm 2 decades into this work and just started the YouTube channel, so please tell your friends. Okay, bye.